Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday's Truth with Alonda Hassel. So, my word for the week, my word, I think, for the month, perhaps for the rest of the year, my word is pivot. It makes me think of pivot. I used to play basketball. My children play basketball. I love basketball. Pivot is when you have one foot down, you have the ball, you're in a direction, you're looking to go that direction, but as long as you keep your foot down, you can sort of go in any direction. You pivot on that foot that has been planted, so that if I'm going in this direction and there's no pass, there's no path for me to pass the ball, I can pivot on my foot in any direction and go in another direction. And that word literally sums up this season in my life. Pivot. I had been praying. My family has been seeking housing, not because we're, out. Thank God we're not homeless, but we were looking to purchase. We were looking to do some things, and we had contracted, and I was excited, and things were shifting in our family, and it was like we would make a little progress and then it would stop, and then we would make very little progress and then there was nothing. And so last week, my husband was like, listen, let's talk about this purchase. Let's talk about where we are and the direction we need to go in. And he was like, I think it's time to just let this deal go. Let's figure out what's next. Let's pivot to what God has for us, even though we sort of invested and we were ready. And in my brain and in my heart, I'm like, this is the property, like we need to go for it. It just wasn't working. And I'm grateful for, on this side of it, for the delay. I'm grateful for the time to sort of think about, what we were going to do, the decision that we had to make. And we pivoted. And literally when we were talking over dinner last week, I picked up my phone, I did a little research and found a place that was just perfect and the timing was right and whatever. It's all of these amazing things. But I just want to encourage all of you that when it's time to pivot in your life, don't feel overwhelmed. Don't feel like you're hopeless. Don't feel like, or don't approach this new direction as punishment or be angry about it or frustrated about it. But get in your mind and in your spirit that this is a time for me to pivot, be it a job, a relationship, ministry, whatever it is, you have to pivot. So that you can see a fresh perspective and see if this is a dead end and you know that you've done the work to prepare for this position and it's still not going. Learn how to pivot in your life so that you have this brand new perspective and you can see things that perhaps you would not have seen had you not pivoted, had you not been open to seeing the entire panoramic view as opposed to just this tunnel vision view. Be okay with that. Be okay with making the best decision for you and for your family. Be okay with, falling back and saying, I thought this was going to be the direction, but I have to pivot now because I'm seeing now that I would not benefit or would not help me or will not give me the return that I'm looking for. And that is not always easy, but it's doable when we trust the process, when we trust where God is leading us, when we trust this journey, and we don't become so emotionally involved, which I definitely was. And my husband reminded me of that, and I absolutely agreed with him because I wanted my family to be comfortable and to be in a place where we can have what we need and move forward and all of those things. But God said, I have something even better for you if you just pivot. So that is my word. I don't know. I might keep that word for a while. just to flow with me. But if you're in a position where it's difficult to see the outcome, it's difficult to see how things are going to work out, be okay with pivoting so that you have a fresh perspective and you can do what you're called to do in this season. All right, that is my Tuesday's Truth. I hope that you are registered or getting registered for the Know Your Worth conference. I'm really excited. And I see people every day, somebody's registering, super excited. And we got to get that information to you about our Mother's Day weekend luncheon on May 11th. All right, I love you all. Have a fantastic Tuesday, and I will talk to you soon. All right, make sure you pivot.